Now, it's a condition that can stop you from getting a good night's rest. Sleep apnea is a serious sleep disorder that can lead to dangerous conditions and complications, but there is a solution, and it's called iSleepSolutions. Great name for it. Here with more is dentist Pamela J. West. Hi, Pamela. How are you?
Hi, fine. Thank you for having me, Sean.
So sleep apnea, from everything I've heard about it, it's a lot of fun. Not. Explain what sleep apnea is, and we have a diagram to show it.
Yes, sleep apnea is a very serious sleep disorder. In fact, it's very common. About 1 in 4 in the population have it, and about 80% go undiagnosed. People don't even realize they have it. Normally, when you lie back on your back, the airway stays open. But in the case of sleep apnea, everything collapses.
The throat kind of closes on itself.
Everything closes up, and they can't get the vital organs and brain can't get the proper oxygen that they need.
The best way I've heard it put is your body tries to kill you while you sleep. Almost. Tries to suffocate you.
Yes.
So you try to help fix that. Now, this is your general old school sleep apnea mask.
Yes, this is a CPAP.
Yes.
And this is, that stands for continuous positive air pressure. And what that does is that forces air down the airway to kind of keep it open like an air stent.
Yeah, and that's kind of, I think I saw that in Star Wars, the latest one.
Darth Vader.
Pretty fancy mask. You have a totally different solution to that.
This is an alternative that we can make, and this is an oral appliance, and it keeps the lower jaw pulled forward and keeps the airway open.
And that's all it takes, really, to keep that airway open.
That's all it takes.
Wow. Some people, I mean, I know not every sleep apnea is the same. Some people have an extreme case of sleep apnea, some not so much. Is that good for extreme as well, or no?
Well, this is very effective, and so we've treated very severe cases and helped them too. So it's just a custom-made appliance, and it fits right over the teeth, and it keeps the lower jaw pulled forward while you're sleeping at night.
Oh, wow. That is incredible. And it's just enough.
It's just enough to keep the airway open.
Because I can imagine, I mean, this will work on keeping your airway open, but it'll also keep your eyes open because you have this mask on your face. Whereas this seems a lot less intrusive, seems like you can get a better night's sleep easier.
It's a nice alternative, and it's portable. It's a lot easier to take through TSA.
Yes, absolutely. Try taking essentially a gas mask through TSA. They look at you with raised eyebrows. Can any dentist do this?
You know, you want to go to somebody who's qualified. I've had additional training in treating sleep disordered breathing, and it needs to be custom fitted and titrated properly so that you're getting the maximum efficacy out of the appliance. And we'll run a follow-up sleep study and make sure we keep in touch with your sleep doctor and let them know how it's working for you.
How do you know if you have sleep apnea, the signs and symptoms that you come across?
Well, actually, one of the more common signs people know about is snoring.
Yeah,
and
we all do that.
Well,
speaking for myself, okay, fine.
Just because you snore doesn't mean you have sleep apnea, but if you have sleep apnea, you will snore. And of course, one of the common things that people notice is that even after a full night's rest, they wake up feeling exhausted. Or during the day, they might fall asleep behind the wheel at a stop sign or something.
Because they didn't get the rest that night before.
Exactly. Wow. And the more common thing is when they wake up with feeling so much anxiety because they wake up choking and gasping for air.
Yeah, that would make me not want to go to sleep. I totally understand. Is this covered by dental or medical insurance or no?
Actually, it is. We try to make this as simple as possible for patients because medical insurance can be so complex.
Yeah.
So we do bill out medical insurance in our office, and generally it's covered either partial or full payment, and we do accept Medicare.
Awesome, very cool. This actually, sleep apnea can cause other diseases. It can actually be a risk factor for these other diseases.
It's associated with a lot of diseases because what's happening is there's not the proper amount of oxygen getting to the vital organs in the brain. You start to see the signs and symptoms, heart disease probably being the most prominent, and then strokes and high blood pressure, diabetes, acid reflux, and erectile dysfunction usually gets everybody's attention.
Or not, in that case. Dolores, come on in. Dolores is a patient of yours. Dolores Basnet, how are you?
I'm great, and I'm happy to be here.
You brought your show and tell today. This is your mask.
This is my mask, and for 5 years, I've worn this thing every night, and it does work.
It does work, but
absolutely works, but you can see it's not very attractive, and you can't talk very well with it on. And this hose continually gets tied around your neck.
Wow,
and
it's like an umbilical cord.
That's right. And if you're sleeping with someone, my husband did not appreciate the fact that when I would turn over, this would blow cold air up his back during the night. And so I've struggled. I actually had sleep apnea. I had atrial fibrillation. That's how mine started. I would wake up at 2 o'clock every morning with an increased heart rate. And then I couldn't go back to sleep.
Because you just ran a marathon trying
That's
to live.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, up to 130, and it would stay like that.
Wow.
And so for 2 years, I was treated for that condition, but still kept waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning. And so
We
then...
have about 10 seconds left.
Okay.
Want to make sure you say, you use this now.
Absolutely. And you know, I actually went to Jordan and Israel 5 days after I got it. Got through TSA so easily.
That's
it was
impressive.
wonderful. She's the best, I
Awesome.
tell you. So it's an alternative. It works. I'm a believer.
There we go. It's great having you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Congratulations on being able to breathe.
Thank you.
Dentist, great
Thank you for
having you.
having
Hey, discover relief for sleep apnea. It's called iSleepSolutions. They're located on Village Center Circle, just north of Summerlin Parkway on Town Center. And for more information, and call the number or visit the website. Both are on your screen. They offer complimentary screenings as well. We'll be back.